rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop.
Hello you guys, today's video is going to be something I have never done before, but I see all over YouTube, and it's making like TikTok recipes or healthy TikTok recipes. So I thought, because 'tis the season, let's make some Christmas recipes that I have found on TikTok. I found like 4 or 5 of them. If you have not discovered the Christmas side to TikTok, I highly suggest you do so because it will get you right in the festive mood. So let's go make some recipes. Okay, so the first recipe I want to make is whipped hot chocolate. That was a craze earlier this year to make the whipped coffee, but I don't drink coffee, so I thought how fun to make it the hot chocolate version. The video is from @anythingchristmas. So let's see what we have to do, what ingredients we need, and if it tastes good. We need a bowl, cocoa, heavy whipping cream. It says 4 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. Then it says a packet of cocoa mix, but I don't have that, so I'm gonna eyeball it. That looks about right. Now I'm going in with my handy dandy frothy machine, and we're going to whip it up, whip it good. It says to whip it so that it has a little bit of peaks, but don't over whip it. So I think this is a good stopping point. All right, I warmed some milk up, and we're going to pour it into our mug here and then add the whipped hot chocolate. In the milk goes. What a beautiful shot. Now we're gonna take the whipped topping, and they say, oh, that looks really steamy. Maybe I should let it cool down. Hold on, we're gonna let it cool. Ow, yeah, that's freaking hot. We're back in action. So we're going to plop this in there. Ooh, I hate the word plop. Show you what we're working with right here. So looks kind of gross, but it's kind of looking like the video. So she said just put all of it on top. She put chocolate chips on top, so we're gonna put chocolate chips on top. Delicious looking. All right, let's go test it out. Whipped hot chocolate in my hand. I'm going to stir it up to kind of mix it all together. I assume that's what you do. And the smell, 5 out of 5. Pretty good. On point. Smells like hot chocolate. I don't really get the point of this, but let's see what it tastes like. I get the point of it now. That's really good. Oh my gosh. Why is it so good? Why is it so different? It must be because we whipped the heavy cream that makes it like extra creamy dreamy. I love this. Okay, 5 out of 5. Starting off solid. I bet you the whipped coffee tastes phenomenal. I wish I liked coffee, but I don't. All right, so next we're gonna make the gingerbread cheesecake dip from @Christmas Vibes. And it looks pretty self-explanatory. It's a no-bake recipe, so let me go grab the ingredients and we'll see what it tastes like. So we need cream cheese, molasses, ginger, cinnamon, oh god, and brown sugar and powdered sugar. First thing we have to do is put the cream cheese into the bowl. Cream cheese going in. Now it says to add in the brown sugar and powdered sugar. Putting 1/4 cup of the powdered sugar into this little cup, adding to the bowl. And then it says to mix it all together. Shoot, I got ahead of myself. It says to put everything in there and then mix. It says to put 3 tablespoons of molasses into the mixture. Oh, I have a feeling this is gonna taste so good. Now it says to add the spices, so a teaspoon of ginger and then a teaspoon of cinnamon. All right, and now we mix it all together. I don't know how that's gonna work. This is really too thick. What's a glob in between the whisk? How is she whisking this? Instead, we're just gonna use a spoon because I think that's easier to mush everything together. It smells so good. It really does smell like Christmas. My cousin and I make the absolute best gingerbread cookies. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that. But this is smelling pretty on point. I don't think I have anything to dip it in though. I didn't really think about that. We'll find something. It looks pretty similar, right? I just don't have the little gingerbread guys and the candy on top. Let's go taste test this. So in her video, it says to eat it with graham crackers. I don't have graham crackers. Let's taste this by itself. I don't know if this is gonna taste very good, but if it does, it's very festive because this is the white chocolate covered pretzel that has the candy canes on it. So it may clash with the flavors, but we're gonna try this on its own. No, whoa, that's a lot of molasses. Something too much. I see what could happen here, but I think I need whoa, it keeps coming. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe I got a bad bite. Hold on, let me stir it up more. I mean, the flavors are all there. The flavor profile is gingerbread dip. I think I might need to add more spice or sugar or something. Let's try it with the pretzel slim. All right, a little Dunkaroo. Hair in my mouth. Okay. Okay. With the white chocolate. Almost spilled the whipped cocoa on the floor. I see how this could work. I think this needs a little tweaking. I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. Choking. Actually, we were going out of 5, right? I give it a 3 if we're going out of 5. We're going out of 5, so a 3.
All right, we're actually going to preheat the oven for not this recipe, but the next one after that. I just want this to get started while we're doing the next recipe. The next recipe we're gonna make is from @Maddie Quinn. But Maddie Quinn, you are going way too fast with the ingredients, so I'm gonna have to write this down. Oh, this actually has to be in the oven as well. So the next 2 recipes are oven recipes. I'm using a napkin, so half a cup of butter, half a cup of, I went too quickly. That's the problem with TikTok if you don't put it in the description box. Half a cup of butter, half a cup of sugar, 3 eggs, 3 cups flour. Come on, come on. 1.5 teaspoon vanilla, and a half a teaspoon of almond extract, which I love. And then the icing is, 1 tablespoon of baking powder. No, baking soda. Okay, bake 350, 12 minutes. Girl, that's too quick for me. I don't know what the icing ingredients are. I should screenshot it, I guess. We have 3 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, not soda. I'm losing light right now. It's getting dark. We're gonna swap out the dry ingredients and put the wet ingredients in this bowl. All right, we're putting in half a teaspoon of the almond extract, which is gonna make it so good. Don't underestimate almond extract. Now add the vanilla. Now half a cup of sugar. Add in your butter. I always use Kerrygold, it's the best. So now we're gonna mix this all together until it's a creamy consistency, and then we're gonna add in the dry ingredients as well as the eggs. Now we're adding in the 3 eggs. In goes the dry ingredients, and then we're going to combine it all together, and hopefully it forms into dough. The dough looks a little crumbly, but the texture is good. Like, I think it will come together into a ball. I don't think it's supposed to be super gooey or anything. So let me form these, and then we're going to bake them. Jingle bell. So now we're gonna set the timer for, it says 12 minutes, but I'm gonna do it for 10 minutes because I always like to check just in case, because I would hate to burn it and that would happen to me. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna pop these into the oven and see you guys in a bit. Okay, so these are done. We'll pop these out of the oven. They smell amazing, and we're gonna let these cool. All I have in here is powdered sugar, vanilla, and some milk, and we're just gonna mix it all together so that this can become our frosting to those little cookies that we just made. So here's the cookie. I even put the sprinkles like the TikTok, but the icing doesn't look like what I made. It looks a lot thinner and more like a glaze, but let's taste test this. One has the icing, one doesn't, because I feel like I don't need to have icing and it might taste better without it. So we'll taste the one that we made, and that's supposed to look like the one on TikTok. Oh, that sprinkle could break a tooth. Hold on. No sprinkles for me. Yeah. No. Honestly, I think I'd give this a 2 out of 5. They're kind of dry and like taste like a scone. I thought it was gonna be more like of a cake pop. It's alright. I know Ryan will eat them, but 2 out of 5 stars. Alright, we lost the light. It is nighttime now, but the next recipe we are going to make is from @Ken's Garden, and she says she found this on Facebook. It's basically taking your chocolate chip cookie dough, your Pillsbury, like those classic Pillsbury cookies, and then smooshing them together and creating one cookie. So I went to the grocery store, I picked up the cookie doughs, and now we just gotta roll them into balls, smoosh them, and see what happens. So I'm rolling the chocolate chip cookie dough like so. And then we're going to place that, take one of our classic Pillsbury cookies. I forgot how small these are, but they're pretty small. Look how cute, nostalgic. And then they say just to push it on the top and push it down a little bit, and then hopefully it bakes. So I'm gonna make a bunch of these and I'll put it in the oven and we'll see what happens.
Just see those sleigh bells jingling, ring, tingle-tingling. I'm on to lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you.
These bad boys look good. I'm gonna pop them into the oven and hopefully they lay flat just like the TikTok. All right, wait, these actually turned out just like the TikTok looked like. I'm impressed. This is the only thing that I feel like looks exactly like the TikTok. So let's see if they taste good. I mean, it doesn't really matter if they taste good because it wasn't really a recipe, but let's see if I like the sugar cookie, chocolate chip cookie combo. Mmm, tastes just like a chocolate chip cookie. Really good. I mean, I wouldn't consider this to be a TikTok recipe, but definitely if you're looking to add some Christmas spirit to a dessert to make it look like something Christmassy, I would give this a 5 out of 5, honestly, because it tastes so good. It looked really good. It was super easy to make. And honestly, I would prefer my Pillsbury cookie to be within a chocolate chip cookie because I find Pillsbury cookies to be overrated. I know, unpopular opinion, but I don't think they're that great. All right, and lastly, certainly not least though, because this is probably the most viral TikTok that has been recently, it's the hot cocoa bombs. I don't have a hot cocoa mold. I'm going to make one from scratch. I just didn't feel like going out and buying one of those molds because I don't think I'll like ever really use it. So I thought I would just improvise and try to make it without it. I don't even need to look at the recipe because I have seen so many people through TikTok make them. It's just like pretty easy to make. You just put the chocolate in the mold and then you put the cocoa powder in, your marshmallows, your crushed candy cane, whatever else you want. But I've seen so many that I pretty much have it locked down in my memory on how to make it. So let's see if I can recreate it without a mold. I created somewhat of a double broiler so that I can melt the chocolate. And then over here, I have somewhat of a mold concoction. I thought the parchment paper would be good to use because then it acts like it's the mold and I can just kind of like peel it away from the chocolate and I can just like press it down into this circle cup. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like it's gonna be a disaster, but it's worth a shot. Okay, fam, moment of truth. Let's take this out of the parchment and peel it away and see what happens. Oh goodness. Oh! Wait a second. I mean, it's not really deep like a mold, but it definitely worked. Hey, actually, that could work. Okay, so there's definitely a dip that could hold the cocoa mix. So let me make another one and see if I can maybe melt it down to be smoother so they can go together. So the second mold actually turned out a little deeper. So we're gonna take our cocoa mix, pop it in there. It's looking like a cocoa bomb, but I don't know if it's gonna actually stick together. We'll see. Add the marshmallows in. Love me some marshmallows. Okay, there's the base of the bomb. Now we just have to try to stick it together. That's all I got. That's what we're working with here. I mean, it's not exactly what we've been seeing on TikTok, but pretty close enough for making do with parchment paper. So let's go pop this into some hot milk and then see what happens. So there's two ways of doing this. You can put the cocoa bomb in first or you can put the milk in first and then the cocoa bomb, but I think it looks better when it's down at the bottom first because then you can see it kind of fall apart and it takes a while more if the milk is already in it. So we're gonna pour the hot chocolate, we're gonna pour the hot milk over top of it and see what happens. I'm just gonna reuse the hot chocolate that I have left over from earlier. I made a roast chicken for dinner. So let's see what happens. I need to get the shot, Is it gonna fall apart? Oh, we have some action. Is it going to float? No, we got some marshmallows coming out. Oh, it did the same thing. Okay, I don't feel like this is an utter fail. Good for me. Hot cocoa for tonight. There we go. You know what? I'm pretty proud of myself. That worked. There's my chocolate bomb. The problem with these chocolate bombs though is that like chocolate takes a while to melt down, so you get this weird like melty chocolate thing rather than like the hot cocoa powder, which just blends in so nicely. I would honestly rather just make the hot cocoa mix. It's a fun little activity, especially for kids, but I think I'm just gonna stick to my typical hot cocoa mix. Alright guys, well that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me try out some TikTok Christmas recipes. I had a lot of fun trying them out. I'm sure there's so many more that I could try. Okay, so if I had to rate these, I would probably go with the cookies last because I just felt like they were kind of dry and just not like what I expected. Number 4 would actually be the hot cocoa bomb. I just don't really see the point of it. Like, I guess it's cool, but it's, I don't know, it's whatever to me. Number 3 would probably be the gingerbread dip. It's good, but I wasn't like absolutely loving it where I need to make it every single year. Number 2 would be, ooh, this one's hard. 2 and 1. Which one do I want to put first? Okay, well I'd put number 2, probably the whipped hot chocolate, because I thought it was really good and it was fun to make it. And number 1 would be the smushed cookies. I don't know if that can be number 1 though, because I didn't really do much. So I guess number 1 would then be the whipped hot cocoa. But really, to me, like, I thought these were so cute. I mean, cute, delicious, can't go wrong. So yeah, those are my rankings. If you want to see more TikTok recipe videos, let me know. Like this video if that's the case, because I can definitely start doing more of those and try different versions, like the healthier versions or just random recipes I find on there. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a great holiday season, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.